Let's get into the playoff push because that's what this video is all about. We're going to go over the standings. We got 4 games to go. What happened over the weekend? Vital stuff coming up. Let's get into it right now. If you're a fan of the Detroit Lions, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I am 2,000 away from that magical number of 100,000. Trying to get to it here relatively soon. Smash that bad boy. Let's get into the playoff push. We've seen what happened over the weekend. Teams that won, that lost. What does it mean for the Lions? Well, here we go. Here's the standings right now in the NFC. The Packers defeated the Chicago Bears, and now they are 9-3-1 ahead of the NFC North. The Bears are sitting at 2 at 9-4, and the Lions are right there at 8-5, and no one really worried about the Vikings. They're done. The Lions are right there in the thicket of things in the division. Now, I still don't think the Lions are obviously going to win it. The Packers, in my opinion, are going to win the division. They have already swept us. It would have to take a colossal, epic collapse for them not to win the division. And if you look at their schedule, they, in my opinion, are going to win the division. And for the Lions to make the playoffs, that was the outcome that we needed to have happen. So the Lions' schedule, we're sitting at 8-5. We got the Rams, Steelers, Vikings, Bears. This one is going to be a tough SOB. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. It's going to be tough like getting to 100,000 subscribers. That's to be the toughest thing in the world right now. Hit that sub button. Let's get it done. That was a good one right there. You got to admit it. Okay. The Lions can lose to the Rams and still have a legit shot to make the playoffs. This is going to look, if the Lions beat the Rams, I think they do make the playoffs. 1,000%. That'd put them at 9-5. No one would expect them to beat the Rams. I think that would put them in a position where they can do it. But I want to be realistic here. Say the Lions lose to the Rams. They beat the Steelers, beat the Vikings, and beat the Bears. They go 11 wins. And this final game could be the one that sends the Lions to the playoffs or not. Packers schedule, that's going to be hard. It's at Broncos. I still think they beat the Bears. I think they're better than the Bears. And that would, in my opinion, that sets them up, right? Unless they would have to do a colossal collapse for them not to win the division. Packers go 2-2. Certainly it's possible. Why did the Packers go 1-3? But that would be odds to 0. So, look, Lions still have a shot to win the division. I give it really low. You look at the Rams. These are the division winners. What a fraud here, by the way. And this is who we got to face. But look, here's the problem. Look how many good teams. Seahawks, 10-3 as a wild card. And they look really good. 49ers look really good, and they're 9-4. And the Bears, they don't look that really good. I think that's the only way the Lions get in is through the Bears. It's the only way. Seahawks, we're not catching the Seahawks. They're getting into the playoffs. Whoever wins the division, if the Seahawks win the division, it doesn't matter. One of these guys is going to be like the Lions and Vikings last year. And they're going to be a wild card spot. That's just the facts of the situation. And you know, look, if we could get the Seahawks somehow lose, that'd be the greatest Christmas gift of all time. But that's not going to occur. We have to look at the Bears to lose for our Christmas gift. My 13-year-old daughter just came to me and she goes, "Dad, I got to get you a present." And I said, "Look, buddy, I don't need anything. I got money to get things done. So how about you just make me something?" And then I went, "Wait, talk about food, buddy. Food." And I said, "You know what? I love steaks. That's what I would love to have for Christmas in presents. Food. I am a food guy, and I am a huge fan of Omaha steaks, and they are my go-to option for holiday dinners, and they are the perfect Christmas gift for anybody, even my daughter, giving it to me. I would love it. From holiday hostings to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. Give family and friends with USDA certified tender steaks, juicy burgers, and cozy and convenient comfort meals, and so much more. Listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code LIONS at checkout. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and a variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. Every steak is perfect, aged to maximize tenderness, and hand-cut by master butchers in America's heartland. Omaha Steaks delivers an exclusive lineup of USDA-certified tender steaks, and their fan-favorite filet mignons have achieved the distinction of USDA-certified very tender. So save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off their site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code LIONS at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, code LIONS. The link is going to be in the description in the comment section of this video. All right. And by the way, we look at this, so many good teams this year in the NFC. You have the Carolina Panthers very well win that division. That'd be nice to see because the Buccaneers keep falling off cliff, but we got to be focusing on the Bears. That's how the Lions get in, is the Bears, because we go through the rest, and you can see how it's going to be a little bit difficult right there. But still, a legit shot to make the playoffs. Will the Lions make the playoffs? Why for yes and for no? Give me your thoughts in the comments right now. So let's go ahead and look at the remaining schedule of the Chicago. Let's see the remaining schedule. Where is the remaining schedule here? Seahawks, Chicago went. I don't even know where Chicago's schedule's at. That's where we got to do here. Let me find Scott Bears schedule 2025. We're doing this live. Okay. Here we got going on for the Bears. So they're at 9-4 right now. And could you see the Browns beating them? Yeah, I could. I could see a situation like that. They got a great defense, but either way, say they win, right? I could see the Packers beating the Bears as well. I could see the 49ers beating the Bears as well. That occurs. I mean, say they just do 2 losses here. Just 2. So they're 10. So they're 10-5. This could be right here for the wild card spot. Right here. And that TBD is going to be in prime time, in my opinion. So for the Lions to make the postseason, we got to root against Chicago Bears and the Ben Johnson-led Bears. That's our path to victory. Now, coincidentally, because I don't think the Rams, I think the Rams will win the NFC. I think they'll have the best record. I think the Lions will get the number 7 seed. Guess what that would mean, folks? Lions. Packers. If we could get that, I would love to face the Packers because we lost them twice. I would love to face the Packers in the wild card round, the first game. Nobody expects it. Lions go beat the Packers because they beat us twice. Let's keep it a buck. But it's hard to beat a team 3 times. That would be really, really intriguing, if you ask me. Just like getting to 100K. Smash that sub button, folks. Smashy, smashy. So, this is going to be intriguing. Extremely intriguing. And here, the 49ers, they're definitely in the playoffs, guys. When they're in the playoffs, 49ers, man, come on. The Colts who just lost their quarterback, the Titans who, right, I think they got 2 wins on the season. I do think they're better than the Bears, and it's at home. 49ers are in. So you got one spot right here. The number 7 seed, in my opinion, is the only spot open for the Lions to take advantage of. That is it. And that means the final game, even if we lose on Sunday next week, still a great chance that final game of the year is for a playoff spot. 100%. Now, if the Lions win, that throws them into 80 percentile in a playoff spot. You look at the remaining schedule, you'd have to say that they're going to be, if they win, they'd be favored here, here, and here. So that would be something to behold. And we'll see. We don't know, but hey, it's coming down to it. It's not over until it's over, folks. It's not over until it's over. Give me your thoughts about Lions news today. Adios.